gas doesn't come in. What's the time? 15 minutes, yeah.
We're good. Yeah, we got lots of time.
Yeah, I know. Just, just double check.
Good shit, y'all. We're doing great.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck no, Arctic, why?
Oh, I am so sorry.
What the?
That's on me. I'm not even gonna cap.
I literally
Get him the f out.
I'm not playing with Arctic anymore.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Tarkov killer, the extraction shooter to end all extraction shooters, DMZ, has finally been released. It's in our hands. I got about 7 hours of game time with it yesterday, and I want to talk about the good, the bad, the absolute trash, and everything in between. I'd love to give you guys my thoughts on Warzone, the actual Battle Royale portion of this update, but I can't. The servers have been absolutely screwed for pretty much the entire day yesterday, and I haven't even had a chance to play it. So let me know in the comments below if you want my thoughts on that later on when I do get a chance. I am going to be streaming it here right on this channel when we can actually play it. So if you guys want my thoughts there, I can leave it there. It's up to you guys. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, and sub with the bell set to all down below so you guys know when I upload. My name is Big Fry. Let's get into it. So with the DMZ, I'm seeing a lot of mixed opinions online. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people think it's mid, and for me, I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would have after seeing those first reveal streams. One thing I have to say for sure, DMZ has to be played to understand what I'm going to talk about in this video, to understand the feeling. Watching this game on a live stream or in a video does not do it justice. DMZ allows you to spawn into Al Mazrah with a team of 3, complete objectives around the map for 3 different factions that all give you rewards ranging from weapon XP tokens to calling cards, weapon blueprints to operators. The rewards here are pretty decent, but I'd love to see more here in the future that really incentivizes people to play and enjoy this mode. Right now, the Honey Badger is locked behind a quest within the DMZ. You have to spawn in, head to the radiation zone with a gas mask, kill the chemist, extract with his weapon, and then you have it available for you in Warzone, multiplayer, basically wherever you want to use it. That to me is actually really cool. I've seen a lot of complaining about it online because people don't want to be forced to play the mode to get the weapon. Now my response to this is fuck off. The entire time this game mode was being advertised and leaked, the complainers and the naysayers were saying, yeah, but why do we play the mode over Battle Royale? What's the reason? Why do we go in there? What do we unlock? So Infinity Ward literally gives you a really nice unlock weapon, and apparently it's still trash. Now, a lot of people were comparing this to Tarkov leading up to the release, and it's not a fair comparison at all. This is one map with 66 players on it, 22 squads, completing various objectives within a 20 to 25 minute time period. Now, it does have things like extracts, hidden caches, looting of objects like PCs and jackets hanging on walls, fridges, and all of that. There are things about this game that really resemble Tarkov, but I actually compare this more to a game like The Cycle. You're doing this for 3 factions, you get missions for gear, dropping into one big map with other squads. It's way more in that realm, only Call of Duty does this way better. See, I played for 7 hours yesterday on stream. I was having a blast, but I didn't really understand why until I sat down, I smoked up, and I watched other people stream it on Twitch and YouTube. The DMZ is actually an insane technical accomplishment, server issues on launch day aside. At any given moment, there are a potential for 22 teams of 3 completing objectives around an ever-changing map. Objectives like capturing a SAM site, which then shoots down a plane in the sky that are spawned and actually fly by in real time, to then have to go and grab the package that it drops, and at any moment, any squad could capture that package drop and get all the rewards, leaving you pretty much high and dry. While across the map, a squad has to locate a vehicle and deliver precious cargo to an extract point, while helicopters full of AI are chasing them down, flying by a team looting a police station, looking for a basilisk revolver for a quest, while there's other squads close by capturing a stronghold full of AI, and 2 other squads here are exfil battling to leave with their loot, all while looking and feeling the way that Modern Warfare 2 does. and it all works. There is no other FPS that is doing it like this from a technical standpoint, and I feel like I just needed to get that out in a video. I'm very, very impressed with Infinity Ward here. It's absolutely mind-boggling as someone who has just recently entered the game dev space, what these guys are pulling off. And what they're pulling off is nothing short of incredible. Now, I don't doubt that there are a lot of people out there who just don't like the mode. It's definitely not for everyone, but I find that comparing it to the cycle, it's a nice comparison. But then when you talk about what DMZ does wrong, there's still a lot. A lot of complaints in this mode surround the sheer amount of AI on the map. There's so many AIs, from the strongholds to just the ones that are patrolling around, which to me, it's fine. But when you compare it to, the games like the Cycle or even Hunt Showdown, there's variety in those enemy types that kind of keep it fresh every time, and it makes it not a bad experience. But here in DMZ, you're shooting enemy number 25476 who's using an AK-47 and has some armor plates. And honestly, I'm not sure what I expect from Infinity Ward to do about that, because the game is still grounded in reality, so they can't do what the Hunt is doing. They can't do what the Cycle is doing. But that being said, I wish I was getting into more PvP engagements in this mode, and I'm hoping that as I kind of level through these factions and get more missions, it starts to push the pace a little bit to chase down other players. 66 players or 22 squads on this map sounds like a lot, but there are some runs that I've done with my team where we never saw any players at all. It didn't feel like a full lobby, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it has to do with the current server issues plaguing Modern Warfare 2, but I wish it was a bit more intense in that regard. In terms of risk and reward, there's not a lot going on here, but there is some. So you can spawn in with an insured slotted weapon, which means you can choose any weapon you have unlocked in the game and you can drop in with it. Now, if you die, you lose that insured slot for 2 hours, meaning you can't do that again for 2 hours. You have to use what they call contraband weapons or weapons found in raid. These can't be customized, they can't be insured, they're throwaway weapons that you just have to use if you happen to have a bad raid with an insured weapon. I haven't had any trouble keeping a stash full of weapons at this time, but I wish it was a bit more punishing in that regard. But again, it's Call of Duty, they aren't Tarkov, and they aren't going to be. I also wish the game had an economy outside of raiding. Right now, anything that you loot can be sold at a buy station, and then you can purchase things like backpacks, 3-plate armor carriers, and kill streaks. And then if you extract with those purchased items, you can keep them and then use them in the next raid. This is cool, but at the same time, every time you want to drop into the raid, you can choose a tac grenade, you can choose a lethal, and a score streak to use at will. There's no cost associated. You set up your loadout and you always have access to these, which is really weird for me. They could make it so much better by allowing us to extract with cash and then have to use said cash on setting up your loadout. Like if you want to go in with a drill charge, it costs $2 grand. So it's a little bit more rare to have full loadouts going into DMZ. Now, extracting with money is so much more important if you do this system. More risk, more reward. Right now, if I have money on me and I extract, it just turns to XP, which is cool, but it's not really satisfying. It's not the experience that I think a lot of people want from a game mode like this. I would also love an auction house or a flea market, even though I know it will never be implemented. That would make this mode a 10 out of 10 because it would give us reasons to explore this map and try to find really rare loot that people might need to do quests, to complete other objectives, and I just think that it would make sense. Right now, it's a great start for Season 1, but the potential here is actually pretty insane, and I don't like using the word potential that often, but this mode has an abundance of it. Now, one thing I also loved was the exploring of the map. So right now, for a lot of points of interest, you need special keys to unlock them. So if you want to go to the police academy to loot up, you need to find the key for it. And sometimes with these keys, they don't tell you what they unlock or where. I found a key pretty early on that had Clockwork Repair written on the side of it, and all it said was F7, and that's it. So we went to grid F7 and we started hunting. My girlfriend Fuzzy points out that there's a clock tower down the street, and maybe that's it. She pings it, and I climb up and unlocked a box up there that gave me a bunch of cash, a couple of kill streaks, and I believe some watches that I could then sell at a buy station. Another quest had us looking for bandages and stims, so we opted to go to the hospital within the city, and there it was. We looted it and completed that quest. It's the sense of exploration right now, since there's no meta, there's no videos online telling people where to go to do all of these things, and I know all of those are coming soon, but this reminds me of the feeling that I had when early Tarkov released, the community kind of figuring these things out together, and I'm just in love with it. There is so much potential for this mode to be so much better, and at the end of the day, I don't see it ever reaching its full potential as a side mode tied to Warzone. And like, honestly, if Infinity Ward wanted to go to Activision and be like, hey, we want to make DMZ its own fucking game, a standalone experience, make it the way that we as a community would love to see it, and then not have it tied to Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, that would be just incredible. If Infinity Ward were to do anything, it would have to be that. But right now, what we have is a mode that is actually really fun, but can be a lot better. I need more PvP engagements. I need more of an economy system within this. I need everything to just be better than it already is. And we have an absolute winner. I want to talk about Warzone. I can't log into it, so for now, I'm just going to be playing DMZ, and I ain't even mad about it. This is the mode I've actually been waiting for a long time. When I think about games like Battlefield, I always said I want a map where there's a whole bunch more objectives to do while you're completing your main objectives. Now, this isn't quite that, but this is as close to perfect as I think we could get right now. And honestly, I'm just really excited to watch it grow. Now, I put a poll out on my community tab asking you guys what you thought of it, and this kind of explains it all together. A lot of you guys said that you like it, a lot of you said it's mid, and then we had 15% at the time of recording this video that said you guys don't like it. And when you're talking about the internet, this is actually a huge poll because it's so easy for somebody to just shit on it and say they don't like it. But the fact that 39% of you guys said that it's mid tells me that you are willing to hear them out in the future. If they start bringing things to the mode, you're willing to try it out and give them an opportunity to let this mode grow, and that is actually huge. Again, it's so easy to just click, I don't like it, shit on it, it's fucking trash. But I think a lot of you guys see the same kind of potential that I see with, changes in the future to make it better. And that's where I'm at. I love the mode, but I know that it could be better. And I know that they could convert that 39% in a poll like mine to that you guys like it and that you want to play it. They just need to execute moving forward. This is 100 times better than Hazard Zone at the current moment. Even though that's a pretty low bar to jump over, they're doing a great job already. And that's my thoughts on DMZ. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it down below. Subscribe with the bell set to all so you know when I upload and when I live stream. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. DMZ has been a huge point on this channel for a while leading up to this launch, and I'm glad to say that I'm pleasantly surprised. As always, guys, my name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll see you on the next one.